I think you guys know my best friends, my two besterest friends in the whole world. But you may know them by the monikers Crazy Bacon and Valley of Algeria. Now, I know that these are my best friends for many reasons, but one of my favorite reasons by far is how well they know me. And this one time, I was talking to Valley of Algeria and I was like, yo, my sister is mad at me. And I didn't say anything else. I wasn't ready for the next statement. It was just, my sister is mad at me. And Valley of Algeria's verbatim response was, my eyes are green. We live in New York State. She gets me. She knows. She knows.
When someone meets my family, they inevitably ask, "How are you, you?" Why is that, you ask? Have I got a story for you?
I apologize in advance, guys and gals, if it's super dark, but I'm behind schedule, which is weird because I've been ahead of schedule for pretty much the whole year, and then just nope, right now, behind schedule now. I'm not sure if I was going to be able to get this video done, and I wanted to make sure that I did before Sunday because I haven't missed a single episode this season for them. Awesome, awesome. But speaking of things people know about me, my friends especially, there's one thing you need to know about Grim, and that's that he knows when I have to go shit. When I have to go shit, like I'm taking a trip. No, when I have to take a shit, he knows. He know, and it's not even like he goes at the same time. He has to go at the same time as me. Like me, Ellie Vajiria, and the Laundry King, we're all on the same schedule for bathroom time. Like one of us has to pee, all three of us have to pee. It's just a thing. It happens. Trust me, I'm a ninja. I had to start tripping. I don't know if it's because it actually got hotter or if it's just because I'm nervous because I have to film this while other people are home, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, blah, 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 like they're searching for Bigfoot and then subsequently having a climactic battle with him because that's what happens whenever I try to film when someone else is home, and why it's so fucking hard for me to film anything anymore. Oh my god. But back to the original topic of story number one on this, which is everyone knows, is what my outline says right now. It says everyone knows, and then it's got a whole bunch of little arms. And the first one is when I shit. Everybody fucking knows when I shit. A man cannot poop in peace. I haven't pooped in peace, and I can't even tell you how long. Because either Grim will call me right off the bat, or someone will start talking to me the moment I sit down on the toilet. Like, can a man poop in peace? Why can't you people let me poop in peace? And that was the thing where when I go to the bathroom, because Grim is so often calling me when I'm taking a shit, that if he's here and he sees me go to the bathroom, he'll call my phone and be like, "You son of a bitch!" from the bathroom. And it's just really annoying. And on top of him knowing when I have to shit, he also knows when I'm fapping. I hate when people call me when I'm like, no, you are ruining it. And with Grim, he calls you and then he'll keep calling you until you finally pick up. And you'll be like, what the fuck do you want? And on multiple occasions, I've been like, I'm taking a shit, and it's totally fine. He doesn't care. He just keeps talking. One time he was on the phone, and I was like, dude, I gotta pee. And he was like, okay, go. I don't care. And I'm like, oh, all right. And I went and peed. And then I was like, dude, it's becoming a shit. Can I go? And he was like, no, let's just keep talking. And I was like, you son of a bitch. Can a man poop in peace? And then on a couple occasions, I've been like, dude, I'm gonna fap. And he's like, no, let's keep talking. No, see, you don't interrupt a man's fap time. If a man tells you that he's going to fap, you let him fap, okay? Okay, I turned into the meme. Turned into the meme for this month, supposedly on the internet. If a man tells you he's gonna fap, go. One time, I was so angry, I was like, dude, my dick is out. I'm looking at porn. Fuck off. And he just laughed and kept talking. And I was like, why don't you care? Why? Also, I'm pretty sure you've heard this story already, but I just want to reiterate the Who is Blue story because a lot of people, especially in videos when we're filming, don't refer to the Laundry King as the Laundry King. They call him Who is Blue. And I just want to give you guys a refresher course on this. So this one time we're playing Drift Mania. 8 players. I'm sorry, Drift Mania, because it's on the Wii, so it has 2 I's in the title. Drift Mania. We're playing, right? We have 8 people playing. I was like, how many fingers is that? I don't know. This is 8 fingers. Yes. So we're playing Drift Mania, and there's a pause in gameplay because the Laundry King is getting visibly upset. And we're like, dude, what's wrong? And he pauses the game and he stands up and he looks at the other 7 of us playing. And he goes, where the fuck? Who is Blue? And he's so livid. He's just so angry because there's one car that he can't figure out how to get. Because I'm pretty sure we're playing contamination mode, and in contamination mode, you gotta touch the other cars. It's kind of like tag, but also with zombies. So when one car tags another car, then they're both tag the rest of the cars. That kind of dealy. It's a really fun game, and my friends fucking hate Driftmania. And I love it. It's so silly and fun. If you own a Wii and you can get on WiiWare, buy Driftmania. You will not be disappointed. Don't really play by yourself. It's kind of boring. But if you can get even just like 4 people playing, the game is a friggin' blast. Excuse me, but I digress. So going back to Laundry King being absolutely fucking livid with, "Oh, it's blue!" Right after he shouted that, the 7 of us playing and whoever else was watching was like, wait a minute. We all start looking at each other. We're like, I'm not blue. I'm not blue. I'm also not blue. And we go down the line. The 7 of us remaining players have all truthfully said, I'm not blue. So who does that leave? The Laundry King was actually the blue car. And he could not control himself, so he forgot that he was playing the blue car. He was in fact blue. And on 2 other occasions, once also playing Driftmania, which I think he was trying to make a joke about, he also got really, really angry for no reason and was like, "Oh, it's blue!" And then one time we were playing another completely different game where he just happened to be the blue character and he forgot who he was again. And he turns around and goes, "Oh, it's blue!" And we were like, we don't even have to, like the rest of us playing, don't even have to look at one another and be like, wait, you're not blue. We all know it's you. We know you're the blue character because blue is your favorite color and you always pick the blue character. We know it's you. We don't even gotta look. We ain't even gotta look. It's like when Euphoria be spouting her mouth and Black Dynamite be like, I ain't even gotta look. That's the same reaction we have to Laundry King asking who is blue. It's you. We know who it is. Everyone knows who it is. Okay. So I'm going to take you on a trip back in time. I don't know why I didn't talk about this. Well, I don't think I could have talked about this in Season 2 of Unfairy Tales, even though that was school stories, because I didn't know this until recently. But I've probably told you about the first time I went to Valley of Vajira's house. And it was, my family was going on a trip up to our country house, and her town was like 2-3 over. And so I had called my mom, I had told my parents that they had invited me over. And I was like, oh, cool. But we're not going because we have stuff to do. And I told Valley of Vajira's house, we're not coming because I got stuff to do. Sorry, with family. Sorry. And then my mom was like, no, they invited you, so you're going. And I was like, you see, this is not how this works. And we had a general gist of where she lived. And so my family decided they were just going to drive me over there and we were going to figure it out. Which, okay, first of all, that's a very strange thing to do. Like, just in general, that's so strange to be like, we're going to drop you off at this person's house. That's weird. It's different. Like, I mean, there was the connotation that they had invited me, yes. But you don't really just show up to people's house. That's weird. Why? Why would you do this? Why? And the weirder thing is, they weren't like, oh, call her and tell her that you're going, or message her and tell her that you're going. They were like, no, just get in the car. We'll figure it out. And that's a weird experience to be like, why are you doing this? You don't just, like, there's social interaction. There's rules to this. And you are breaking many of them right here. Like, it doesn't make sense that you would just be like, oh, let's drop you off at this person's house. That's not a thing normal people do. But as we all know at this point, my family's not normal, so... So we end up in her neighborhood, and my family gets out of the car. No, we roll down the window because one of her neighbors is outside, and we ask this neighbor if they know where she lives. That's so fucking weird. However, I do have a funny anecdote story. For the longest time, Grim had never been to Jack Bauer's house. And like that blew my mind. Because even I've been to Jack Bauer's house. And we all know I like when people come to my house because it means I can put them to work should I need them. You know, making videos and stuff. And since I had more video games than the arcade in our hometown, when I was little, everyone's always come to me. So it is weird for me to go to other people's houses. It's just a weird thing because I'm like, oh, I can't put you to work if I go to your house. And I need help. I need a lot of help, guys. I need a lot of help. But I digress. Grim had not figured this out, so he just decided to walk around the general neighborhood that he knew Jack Bauer lived in. And I guess he rang doorbells or looked in windows. I didn't know. I don't know what he was doing to try and figure this out. But he just happened to walk by as Jack Bauer was leaving his house to get the mail. And like, just that's such a fortuitous encounter. Like, what? How could that? The gods fated that meeting to happen. Itchy, very itchy. But yeah, let's back on topic now that that anecdote is over. I just, my friends are weird. My friends are so weird. Not as weird as my family, obviously. So we finally figure out where Valley of Vigiria lives, and I didn't know this until recently, but when we got there, instead of my mom, I think my crazy aunt was also in the car. Instead of them getting out of the car, my sister, the Banshee, gets out of the car with me and decides to have a talk with Valley of Vigiria's parents. Her mom was the one who came to the door, I believe. And they like let me in. They're like, "Oh, hey, Scott," and they let me in. Because like even at the very beginning, I'm pretty sure the drop off was the second time I had met Valley of Vigiria's parents. Even from like meeting number one, they were like my extra parents, the ones that I actually treat as parents and treat me like a human being. Like they're nice people. So Valley of Vigiria's mom let me in. I went to hang out with her, and my sister stayed at the door talking to Valley of Vigiria's mom for an inordinate amount of time. Like there was no reason to be there that long. And you know when you like when you're little and your parents set up a play date and the parent who drops you off has a really long talk with the other parent to like make sure that your kids will be fine together and what have you. You know how you do that for children. I was like 18. No, I was probably like 18, 19 at the time. So that was also super weird, but it's not the first time my parents have acted like my family has acted like I'm two, or a belonging. As Teth calls it, they act like I'm furniture. I'm just around for them to put stuff on. That's a thing. My sister stayed with Valley of Vigiria's mom for so long and had such a weird, lengthy conversation with her that Valley of Vigiria's mom thought I was a special needs child. And I'm not saying that oh, I'm like, oh, fuck you, special needs people. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying my sister gives people the impression that I am not a remarkably well-adjusted human being. And that's just no. I worked hard to be able to yell, I am a remarkably well-adjusted human being. The fact that she spoke to Valley of Vigiria's mom for so long, Valley of Vigiria's mom, after having met me already, was like, wait a minute. Is he like on the spectrum or something? Does he have a developmental disorder? Like, that is how my family treats me normally. So as you can tell, it's kind of weird when they introduce me to people, still to this day. Also, like I just said, that her family is like my family. They're like my third parents. I call her mom and dad, mama and papa, and then their last name. That's a thingy because they're actually in my phone and on my Skype. That's the same things. Because they're cool people. They're very nice people. And like, if I have a problem that you're supposed to go to your mom for, I don't go to mine. I'm pointing down there because I'm pretty sure she's downstairs watching Fox News. That's she's wont to do. No. I go to Valley of Vigiria's mom. She's gonna help me out. The only reason that I got the tuberculosis test or got any testing at all when I was freaking dying was because Valley of Vigiria's mom was like, hey, this serious business. You better do something about this, okay? Okay. My mom was like, I guess. I mean, it'd be bad if he died, so guess I could, it's free anyway, so. But because they're like my surrogate parents and my surrogate family, they a lot of our friends will be like, I don't understand why doesn't your family just adopt him to Valley of Vigiria? Like, I don't know. Maybe we should. I probably. And when Valley of Vigiria told her parents that she was thinking of moving, I'm not kidding you, they're so cool that the first reaction that they had was, wait, so if you leave, Scott can move in? I told another friend, that Valley Vigiria was thinking of leaving, and she was like, "Dude, you should totally move in with her parents. They love you." And I was like, "That's actually their reaction as well." So I mean, at least I have somewhere to go. I've actually been arguing with favorite child today because she wants to tell me that her experiences are my experiences as well, and exactly what's wrong with me and all that jazz. Because I'm the favorite child. We are all the favorite. Wait a minute. Wait a darn minute. Is the favorite child Negan? I ain't giving that bitch no bats. Nah. Or barbed wire. Gotta keep that shit away from her as well. I'm pretty sure she thinks she's Negan. That is not a good look on any sort of front. No. And now I'm slightly terrified. But I'm gonna try and get that thought out of my head. Of just, we are all the favorite child. Nah, bitch, there's other people on this planet, so shut the fuck up. But that's beside the point as well. Which is, I'm arguing with her today about stuff, and just, I cannot get that thought out of my head. Oh, I do not like that. I do not like that at all. No. But Valley Vegira's parents treat me like a human being when I have my own experiences, which, is what how you should normally interact with other humans. You should realize that they are also humans and they also have their own lives, their own experiences. And your experiences are, generally speaking, not the same as everyone else's. And that should be an accepted fact. But in my family, that's not. It's their collective consciousness is what makes me a person, which doesn't really make sense in any form of the word, unless you were like a wizard and you could cull things into existence, just like you were in Ender's Game. And sorry, this is spoilers, but by like book 10, he leaves the universe and you can will things into existence when you leave the universe. That's a thing. Maybe my family, like, unless they could actually leave the universe and be like, yeah, and make a person to shit on all day, which would be me. That's not how I exist. That's not a thing. No, it is not. Also, I have a running joke with Valley Vigiria's family that I totally forgot about, even though it's here on the outline, but I totally missed it because it's down like two lines from where it's supposed to be with a little arrow. But there's a funny joke that me and Valley Vigiria's family have going, wherein the first time I stayed over, I think it was not the time that my family just dropped me off, but the first time I stayed over, I went to take a shower in her shower, and I'm used to, because we don't have heat because that costs money and what have you. We don't do that, so we don't turn the water heater up that high either, I'm guessing, and we've always had like relatively cool, warm water, and I'm okay with that. I don't like things to be too hot or too cold, so I was totally okay with that. But I made the mistake of turning her shower head up to max the first time I got in it. And when the water hit me, I said, "Ooh," and then I yelled, "Tiny lasers of fire!" And I walked out of the spray of the water and tried to get around and fix the shower head because holy fuck, that was hot. And so we have a joke where whenever someone gets into something or they get splashed with something or something is way too hot, me and their family always go, "Tiny lasers of fire!" Because that's the reaction I had. That's what I thought of. And it hit me in the head and, tiny lasers of fire! All right, now I'm going to tell you Grimm's most embarrassing story of all time. Even more embarrassing than This Is a Closet. And if you don't know This Is a Closet, one of the first times Grimm came to my house, one of the very first times Grimm came over to my house, we're all playing video games in the living room. It's in the old house. And he goes, "Where's the bathroom?" And me and Knox look up at him because I'd known Knox way longer than Grimm. And me and Knox look up at him and we're like, you go in that hallway, you make a left, and it's the first room. It'll be the first room on your right. And Grimm, in his infinite grimness of, walking forward into things, he goes out of the living room, turns the corner, opens the closet door, and tries to step into it, and stops right before he smacks his face in all the towels, and he goes, "This is a closet." And it wasn't like a, "This is a closet, question mark," or "Is this a closet?" It was a statement of fact. This is a closet. As he stood 1 inch away from the towels. And because he's so loud, we heard that way over the video games, and we just fucking lost it because that's hilarious. And he hates that story, but that was amazing. Just what? Huh? This is a closet. It is in fact a closet. That was not the bathroom. It was a closet. But after one of my big parties, I think it was after a birthday party we had, Grim stayed over and a bunch of the other guys. And Grim got up first because he's used to waking up first for his job. And he went to take a shower. And after his shower, it was all just like my friends in the house. My mom wasn't home. I think she was on vacation, so it was like the perfect party for us. We just all did what we wanted. We didn't care about how loud we were. We had fun. It was great. Everyone slept over. They felt comfortable. Because, as you may have guessed, a lot of my friends are not comfortable being around my parents. Or, well, probably not my parents either. Most female friends do not want to meet my dad because he's a perv. I don't blame him at all. Sometimes I'll be like, don't, just ignore him if he's going to be around. No. Like, when Liz met my dad for the first time, he walked over. I was like, oh God. And he was like, no, Dad. No, stop it. He's like, that's a nice, no, don't finish that sentence. No. Stop. So, as you can guess, yeah, most girls would not be comfortable around my father. And then there's also my mom. Nobody wants to really be around that. It's bad when you have to hold friends back from punching your mother in the face, which is the thing that happened. You go way back, all because of Chinese food. I just relayed this story to someone. They're like, "I'm sorry, what?" And I was like, no, "Seriously, just because of Chinese food, man." But I will never stop eating Chinese food because that shit is delicious and it makes you poop and it's just yum. But anyway, most of my friends aren't comfortable with my parents being around anyway, so yeah, or any of my family really. Grim got up first, took a shower. As he's walking down the stairs, poor boy slips and he knees the wall. And it's not like he knees the wall, and it's not like a whoop bam. No, he goes whoop bam, and he knees a hole in my wall on the staircase. And because he's the only one up at this point, and it's just a house full of dudes on all floors, in all beds, whatever. And he's like, and because Grim is loud as fuck, and everyone knows Grim is loud as fuck. This wakes up like half of us, rouses us from our slumber, and we're like, what? And he goes, guys, I kicked a hole in the wall. And I hear knocks downstairs, and two other people are like, I'll deal with it later. And I roll over in bed and go back to sleep. And Grim's like, guys, and nobody else budges. We're whatever. It was way too early to be up anyway after part. No one's gonna deal with that shit right now. So we all go back to sleep. That's how you can tell how good of friends we are. Guys, something terrible happened. And we're all like, whatever, we'll do it later. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So when I finally get up, I go to the bathroom, I like stretch, go down the stairs, I'm like, dude, there's a hole in the wall. And I'll be showing you guys a picture of the current state of the wall. But I'm like, dude, there's a hole in the wall. And Grim comes over, he's like, I told you. I fell down the stairs and I kicked through your wall. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm sorry, what? And he's like, I told you. I said, guys, I fell down the stairs and kicked through the wall. And all of you collectively said, I'll deal with it later. Yeah, that was the plan. And this is now later. And we're like, And it just so happened that Katie Lynn was around and she was like, I'm going to come, I'll bring some spackle and we'll fix this up. And she spackled the hole. So now there's a hole in the wall and there's spackle over it. And that's my friends. And now whenever Grim walks down the stairs, he does so exceptionally gingerly and it's adorable. He takes one step at a time and he puts his hands out for balance. He makes sure to hold the handrail. You got to make sure to hold the handrail. He steps real lightly and he has his other hand out for balance. and it's just so adorable. And one time we were like going downstairs in line, and I saw he was in the middle, and he still was doing this. Oh, one hand on the rail, one hand out for balance, tiptoe gingerly, one stair at a time. And he's like in the middle of people, and he's slowing us down at the top. And I go, wait a minute, wait. Grim, are you walking down the stairs slowly so you don't fall and kick another hole in the wall? And he goes, yes. As if it were like the perfect solution to this. Yeah. Do you think I want to kick another hole in this wall? Do you think that's what I want?
Hey there, guys and gals. Thanks so much for watching, as always. If you click the link on the left, you'll be taken to the previous episode. If you click the link on the right, you'll be taken to the playlist where you can watch them all.